3, but here's the beauty of Kushala is it's just going to place a degen on Hulkling. Look at that, 6 of them. This guy is ticking down like it is his job. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for War 11 of the season. SSX versus FD. Both alliances looking to either get back in the top 3 or solidify the top 3. This is what it's all about. Final week of the season. The plan comes out, and I get to use my girl Kushala. Really pumped up. Let's go and jump into it because we've got 5 fights today. I really want to get to them all and do them justice. So this first fight here is going to be against Hulk and then against Phantom Man. This first one against Hulk, I was assigned Kate. This is her only job in the whole war. Again, we're fighting to get back into the top 3. So this is a big deal here. I'm going to boost huge, and I'm going to use my Power Start 1 because you can see there's a chance Hulk's going to get all these like Fury buffs and all that stuff. Like Hulk needs to hit harder. Really? Okay. And the last thing I want is him throwing a special 1, me somehow messing up that evade, getting stunned. That's how things could go horribly wrong. So I'm going to Power Start 1. I'm going to advance Power Boost. I'm going to obviously use my cryo arrow so I can get up that passive. You know this. We've been talking about Kate since the day she came out. So there we go. We used her riposte ability, and I wanted to get Hulk ticking down damage wise ASAP. You can see we're ticking for what is that, 49, 45 significant segment numbers. I'm going to hit into his block so I can pause him if I can. Use the riposte, knock him down in the corner. Let's refresh it. Like I said, I'm not even trying to evade that because I don't care. I don't care. I would rather lose a little bit of health from blocked hits than to have something go haywire here. We're gonna land our second cold snap from Kate, and Hulk is down. That's what I want. I wanted to nuke that fight, move on, get the solo, move on. You're gonna see that exact same mentality here for this next fight against Phantom Man. You saw I had already put on the power back boost, the cosmic power back boost, and the cosmic special increased damage there against Phantom Man. Now remember, once you have up a pierce buff, he can't get his armor ups and the glancing mechanic that can come along with that. The one thing I always point out when I take this node or when I see this on nodes, remember this has that defensive ability accuracy reduction. I think this one's if you have debuffs on you or if he's got buffs. I don't remember what the screen went, but either way, make sure you're aware of that. So I went into this knowing that like there's a chance that something could start to fail. I'm going to utilize Hulkling's power gain mechanics there while getting the buffs. Going to land my Intimidate. I initially made the mistake, but I waited till all the armor ups were down because I didn't want him glancing him to get more of them. So I want to make sure I have my Pierce buffs up. We're hitting hard enough. I know he's healing back, but we've got our 2 Furies. I'm just going to go in and cycle this. Again, I see he's down to 18% health. I know he's healing back up, but this can be ended. Hulkling's doing enough damage. We go in, we just end it. Again, my whole mentality for these was, and this is really my mentality for any war fight, to be honest, is get in, do the damage, get the solo, move on. That's what it's about here, because that's ultimately how this is scored, right, for who's going to win. Now, it's Kushala time. I can feel over the course of the season, things are starting to click for me quite a bit more with her in war. Obviously, you know, I did the Necropolis solos. I did the full, like, essentials, how to play guide of her. I've done the rank 3 video. I'm going to get out a Battlegrounds video because she is phenomenal. Say it with me. Here we go. And so with this node, I definitely want to prioritize. This feels a little bit for me like America Chavez fights where I'm like, I want to prioritize a blessing. There's a reason why she's assigned for this fight. What is it? Here, I want to keep up my parry, the blessing we get from parry. I did land the really nice intercept there, so I've got all 3 of my blessings up. And we're going to go and get our soul barb up, which will do all this damage based on the amount of buffs that Hulkling has. I will admit I'm a little unfamiliar, or I'm not very experienced with taking this node and this defender combination together. So I got pushed to my SP3, but here's the beauty of Kushala is it's just going to place a degen on Hulkling. Look at that, 6 of them. This guy is ticking down like it is his job, and we are done. So buff heavy matchup, you get pushed to your special 3. That's okay. That's what Kushala is designed to handle. Almost like the designer knew what he was doing. DLL, you genius. All right, moving on. Now here's Korg, and this is part of why she is so valuable. You're going to see her actually get increased rankings in my Battlegrounds tier list and in my war tier list, or in my general tier list that has a war component. We've got Buffet over time, Arc Overload. There's going to be healing going like crazy. This is a 7-star rank 3, 412,000 health Korg who's going to be healing And watch this. Okay, now remember, she does energy damage with her attack, so I don't need to worry too much about hitting into it. I just wanted to get rid of my indestructible boost so none of you guys would hold that against me. Be like, yeah, but you had an indestructible boost. I'm like, let's get rid of it right away. Obviously, I'm kidding, but I know sarcasm doesn't always come through. You can see we can hit him with no concern for his rock shield. None. We're doing this energy damage. I did get up the initial soul barb. In hindsight, I probably would go directly into my incinerates, but you know, like I said, I have not taken these fights. I have not taken these lanes before, so it's fine. I want to get his rock shield down so that anything we put on him has a 100% chance of staying on. And right about now, I'm like, I think we got him where we want him. I know that sounds strange considering he's at 86% health, has just healed up, and we are 45 seconds into the fight. But I've been feeling it out, and I'm feeling good. And now we're going to start letting the soul barb and the incinerates do their damage. Look at these ticks. Look at this number that we are doing right now. Though when we've got this down, we've got the spacing right for Korg's SP2 into our heavy, so we can get the blessing that comes from the heavy. It's going to make him a little bit more aggressive. I don't think I get even a chance to go for an intercept and get my third blessing up, and he is down. So like I said, in hindsight, I would have just worked to get the rock shield down and then go immediately into my incinerates. If I get pushed to the SP2, I would have gone for the soul barb, because as we've talked about in the essentials how to play video and in the rank 3 video, those two play wonderfully off of each other. Kushala is a fantastic champion. I really believe you're going to see me using her more and more and more in war, because she's so good there, especially if I can get mine awakened. So moving on, we're now going into this. This was the fight that I was the most like, I wasn't really concerned for any of them, but this is the one I really wanted to make sure I had this down. You saw me take this a few wars ago. This is Incinerate, Poison, Hazard Shift. Now, there's a couple of things at play here. One is she is Incinerate immune, her being Kushala. So I don't need to be worried out, but she's definitely not poison immune, and I can't get like a Odin pre-fight or something like that to help out with that, because there is not one that exists. I played aggressively into the poison the last time I took this, because the way I saw this fight potentially going wrong is if it takes too long and Maestro just starts to kind of overwhelm with his like gamma radiation or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna take the same mindset. I'm going to be aggressive into the poison phase, but if I get 2 poisons off, I'm going to pull back. Let's go ahead and watch this. And of course, I'm still gonna work on getting, it's the well-timed block blessing, even though he's gonna be stun immune. You're gonna see me pull that off multiple times. I'm gonna work on landing my heavy, which you can do after his SP2 or his heavy attack. And then if I can get an intercept to get all 3 of my blessings up, I'm gonna go for it. So here we go. So we're starting off. He plays into us. We get a really nice intercept to start off. We've now got 2. See, we got in the well-timed block. It doesn't create a parry stun because he's stun immune, but that's fine. We've got all 3 of our blessings up, meaning we are going to be getting our ignition buffs on him really, really fast. Got a chance to land our heavy. He's in poison phase. I've got 1 up, and there you saw. See, I got up a second poison and I stopped. I'm like, it's too early in the fight for me to go all commando crazy like that. So keep in mind, if I get up that again, I'm gonna do my best to stop, depending on where we are in the fight. I'm not getting that great poison RNG like I did last time. But you can see he is ticking down. This fight is going wonderfully for me right now. We've knocked him down enough. We were pausing his gamma radiation or whatever. We've thrown into the poison, and it was a special. But I knew that we had him low enough on health. If I land a second soul barb, this guy's just gonna tick down. I will hit into the block with the rest of the poison phase. So I was not worried about it all. And now we're just gonna go and finish him off. So even with the bad or the not great poison RNG, we stopped when it was early in the fight when we had 2. I pulled off, you saw me do that. Then later in the fight, yeah, I don't wanna let it build to like 10 or 11 or something like that. But the risk of getting like 3 or 4 more on me, I think we got up to about 5. We had plenty of health left, so I was not worried about that. And getting up that second soul barb when he's got all those buffs, you saw the results. Felt really good about that fight. I felt really good about the plan, and then making adjustments based on what had happened. Now, at this point in the wars, you know, I always check the score afterwards. I want to go in thinking I've got to soul all of them. That's I don't want any thoughts from me being like, I want to try to save a little health, or I should go for this evade or whatever. I just want to get my fights done. I want to solo them. I want to move on. And so I was also able to get in my fights extremely early. So at this point, you can see we had a single death, but we were up 15-8. Nefty, a phenomenal war alliance. So you know this one is going to be close. Okay, unfortunately, we did come up on the losing end of this one as well. It is what it is. We knew this last season was going to be really tough. So top 3 hopes are definitely dashed. That is not happening. We are now ranked 5th. We've lost to the first, second, third, and fourth ranked alliances in the world. So it's apropos that we are ranked 5th, but we are now facing the 6th ranked alliance. And if my math is correct, there is actually a chance that the loser of this war will fall all the way out of the top 10. It's just the way it works out. So both alliances are really going to be going hard, trying to win. I am pumped up for it. I'm looking forward to it. I love this competitive aspect of the game. So it's what I really enjoy. One of the things I enjoy absolutely the most. SSX, we're ranked 5th. We're 7-4. You can see 55 kills, 3 deaths. Let's keep those numbers looking really, really good as we head into this last war. I'm really pumped up to use Kushala. I know I talked about her a lot in this video, but it's just a lot of fun for me. Of course, having been able to help with the design aspect and all of that, she's a meaningful champion to me. So seeing her and America Chavez on this board, along with the likes of Iron Man, Titanium, Absorbing Man, you can see them all right there. Current streak is at 19. I am really pumped up for this last war of the season. Number 5 versus number 6. Both alliances looking to stay in the top 10. That's about as good as it gets as far as I'm concerned. Let me know what you think we got right, what you think we got wrong. If you got any questions or anything, I hope your war season is going phenomenally. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.